Hey everyone, welcome to my first video on Connor's Dreamlight Magic. I'm Connor and this channel is all about Disney Dreamlight Valley. Ideas, updates, concepts and everything in between. Today we're kicking off things with something I've always loved. Character ideas. These are 5 Disney characters I'd love to see added to the Valley. I'll be showing you concepts I've made, talking about how they could fit into the game and why I think they'd be perfect additions. Let's dive in, shall we? Winnie the Pooh is one of the most requested characters in the Dreamlight Valley community, and it's no surprise why. His gentle charm, love of honey, and whimsical world would fit beautifully into the game. He first debuted in Disney's Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree in 1966, and has been a fan favourite ever since. Pooh's house would be his iconic tree house in the 100-acre wood, nestled in a big oak tree with a Mr. Sanders sign over the door. It could be placed in the peaceful meadow or glade of trust, surrounded by wildflowers and bees. As you build your bond with Pooh, you'll unlock a series of rewards based on his love of honey, coziness, and cuteness. At level 2, you'll get a honey shirt based on the yellow and red honey pot. At level 5, you'll get a honey pot decoration, because why wouldn't you want to decorate your valley with them? At level 8, you'll get a Winnie the Pooh teddy bear decoration. He is a teddy bear, why wouldn't you want one for yourself? And last but not least, at level 10, you'll get a Winnie the Pooh ride vehicle, which is from the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh, a ride at the Disney parks. Who wouldn't want to have a little vehicle around? Moving on to Dream Styles, Pooh is such a cute character, and Dream Styles are one of the coolest parts of Dreamlight Valley. Pooh could get 2 fitting Dream Styles. First of all, a gardener Pooh, in overalls and a sun hat, ready to help tend crops or pick flowers. He would look adorable and would fit gardening aesthetics. Second is Honeybee Pooh, in a bee costume, referencing his long love for honey and his run-ins with bees. Would you not want to see Pooh? I know I would. Captain Jack Sparrow feels like an almost certain addition to Dreamlight Valley, and personally, I welcome him with open arms. While there's been some debate in the community about live-action characters, I think Jack's larger-than-life personality and whimsical chaos would blend right in with the magical vibe of the game. He first appeared in Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl in 2003, based on the Disney Park ride, and it soon became one of Disney's most iconic live-action franchises. Jack's house would naturally be the Black Pearl, either docked off Dazzle Beach or anchored on a magical new shoreline extension. Imagine walking along the beach and seeing the pearl bobbing in the water, maybe even floating with quests or treasure chests nearby. I can already imagine a fun crossover questline with Peter Pan, with Jack trying to prove that not all pirates are evil. It would be a great redemption story and an opportunity to mix classic Disney animation with live-action flair. And let's be honest, watching Jack Sparrow do his little chaotic run across the valley would be hilarious and adorable. He'd definitely become one of the most animated villagers in the game. His friendship rewards would be big, mighty and pirate themed. At level 2, you could get the Jack Sparrow wig, complete with beads and braids, so you can cosplay as the pirate himself. At level 5, you'll get a pirate bookshelf, which you could fill with whatever you like. At level 8, is the Jack Sparrow's compass, a decoration based on the actual magical compass that is in the movies. And last but not least, at level 10, you'll get the Bone Throne decoration, inspired by Jack's time on the Isle de Muerta from the Dead Man Chest film. For Dream Styles, Jack does have plenty to choose from, as he has appeared in a lot of films, but I have 2 main ones. First is Adventurer Jack, a more relaxed Jack without his long coat or hat, perfect for casual questing and fishing in the valley. Or there's Cursed Jack, his skeletal form from The Curse of the Black Pearl, shimmering with eerie moonlight. This could be unlocked during a Halloween event or through a limited time questline. Captain Jack is certainly a character I want to see added. Baymax is the ultimate comfort character, and I can't think of anyone more heartwarming to welcome into Dreamlight Valley. What makes him especially interesting is that Baymax actually originated as a Marvel character, first appearing in Sunfire and Big Hero 6 #1 in September 1998. He was later reimagined by Disney in 2014's Big Hero 6 as the inflatable, caregiving robot we all know and love. While the Marvel version was more of a shape-shifting bodyguard, Disney transformed him into a soft-spoken, hug-giving friend, and honestly, we're all the better for it. Baymax's house would be the Lucky Cat Cafe, the family cafe run by Hero's aunt. It would fit perfectly into the plaza, and could even come with a daily health checkup interaction, where Baymax offers wellness tips or snacks. Now, imagine this, Baymax giving hugs to villagers around the valley, maybe even floating over to comfort them when they're sad or idle. That visual alone is a reason enough to want him here. He'd also likely be a great helper for mining, given his strength, or maybe gardening, tending to plants with precision and care. Of course, his friendship rewards would be just as amazing as him. At level 2, you'd get an armoured Baymax shirt, inspired by his red battlesuit from the film. At level 5, you'll get Baymax's charging station, styled after the one from Hero's Garage, glowing softly and maybe even interactable. At level 8, you'll get a Baymax massage chair, which suits his vibes so much. And lastly, at level 10, you'll get Baymax's helmet, which is also inspired by his armour from the film. Talking about armoured Baymax, let's move on to dream styles. Of course, his main one would be armoured Baymax, his full red hero suit from the movie, complete with flight capability and fists at the ready. But if you want something a bit more special, why not Marvel's Baymax? A nod to his original comic book design, a larger, dragon-like protector. This would be an amazing crossover for fans of both universes. I think everyone agrees, Baymax has to come at some point, and if not, we will riot. Dreamlight Valley needs more villains, and Yzma would be the perfect chaotic addition. She's eccentric, dramatic, and full of zingers. Just imagine her strolling around the plaza, muttering insults under her breath, or rolling her eyes every time you walk by. While The Emperor's New Groove from 2000 might be one of Disney's more underrated films, it has a massive cult following, and Yzma is a big reason why. She is stylish, sarcastic, and delightfully unhinged. Her home would, of course, be her secret lab, hidden inside a cliffside, or maybe a place she'd built into the Forest of Valor or Glade of Trust. It would have animated gears, bubbling potions, and maybe even Kronk's lever, which she insists never gets pulled correctly. Yzma would likely team up with Mother Gothel or Ursula, plotting elaborate schemes or complaining about how nobody appreciates a brilliant mind these days. Her sarcastic tone would make every interaction fun, maybe even mocking your fashion choices if you're not glammed up enough. Her friendship rewards would be as stylish as her. At level 2, you'd get her earrings, because why would you not want them? At level 5, you'd get Kronk's birthday cake, what he made for her in the film. At level 8, you'll get Yzma's headpiece, that iconic purple crown. What a fashion statement. And finally, at level 10, you'll get the llama potion decoration, complete with swirling pink liquid and sparkles. You know you'd place it everywhere. For her dream styles, there are two very obvious choices. First of all is Labco Yzma, her scientist attire from her time cooking up wild transformations in her lab, perfect for potion-based quests or silly experiments in the valley. And, of course, Kitty Yzma, that hilarious post-potion version of her as a tiny kitten. And if they are going to add that, why not give us a companion version at the same time? She'd look adorable waddling around beside you with a dramatic little scowl. Come on everyone, we know that Yzma has to be added, and if she doesn't, it will be quite sad. Let's be honest, when Mulan was added to Dreamlight Valley, many of us were hoping Li Shang would march in alongside her. Instead, we got Mushu. No complaints, but still. As Mulan is my favourite Disney film, it just doesn't feel complete with her commanding counterpart. And maybe Crookie next time please, Gameloft, cough cough. Shang would live alongside Mulan and Mushu in their shared home from the game, and his presence would bring balance, discipline, and perhaps some daily sparring sessions in the backyard. Li Shang could offer training-based quests, testing your character's discipline and strength. He might even be seen jogging in the valley in the early mornings, or meditating by waterfalls. His calm, determined personality would be a great contrast to some of the valley's more chaotic characters. His friendship rewards could be some of my favourites. At level 2, you'll get the General's helmet, which was passed down to Li Shang after his father's passing. At level 5, you'll get the Discipline and Strength discs, decor items symbolising Li Shang's core values and great for training areas. At level 8, you'll get the Chinese Dynasty rug, a regal decorative item for indoor palace builds. And lastly, at level 10, you'll get the Li Shang outfit, his full uniform, perfect for your character's more heroic looks. And of course, there are the dream styles. There's Celebration Shang, wearing his red ceremonial robe and round hat from Mulan 2. This outfit adds a festive flair to his usual military style. And of course, General Shang, the uniform he received after his promotion. This look shows him at his most battle ready, ideal for adventuring or protecting the valley. If I had to choose any of these 5 characters, Li Shang would be my number 1 choice. We just need him in the valley. Thank you to everyone who has watched this video, it means so much and I do hope you've enjoyed. Please leave a like and a comment on your thoughts, and I will be back soon with another video. See ya, I hope you have a good rest of your day.